What's that noise? What's that noise? Is it the game? Is it the game? Like a fire. Where am I even getting the audio from? I'm on mute. What? Oh, it's over here. Oh, I got it. I got it. I should be live as well. Well, I am live. I can see myself. I see myself. Do I see my... Oh, I see myself. Yes, you do. So, let's see what where we were. Window capture. I want to look at my notes, because there's too many things. Let's see. Callum, that's me. Oh, did you know I'm Callum? And I'm an employee. Well, I know what I am. I was offered a job and blah blah blah. I was offered a job at Mesa doing hazard materials cleanup, but I didn't take that because I got a better job at NCS. And even if my education and experience didn't match my profession, I got offered it, but I unpaid intern. I'm not sure why I got the position, but I mean the guy called Mark is missing, and I think he was fired. Maybe that's why I was hired, but I don't know. So, been finding some information out, I remember. And we had Matt, who owned the lumberyard, and he owed money to someone. And then the lumberyard went bankrupt, and the workers were on strike, and he couldn't make money because he couldn't send the logs through the dam, because the dam was blocked, and there was no one answering. And you had Tom, who was waiting for the lumber. So you have Matt, who wants to sell the lumber, and Tom, who wants to buy the lumber. But the dam is blocked, and Tom doesn't have money because his client isn't paying Tom the money to buy the lumber. And I think this guy got scammed. Isn't this the guy got scammed? Got scammed by a Indian prince scam. Yeah, that was Tom, I think. And Alex Hartman, who is the creepy guy. That there was his initials in that creepy cave, and he was... No, this was the... I don't think Alex is the creepy guy. I think Alex is the guy who... So he owns the electrical company, and he was bought out by Jeff Walter. Jeff Walter is the creepy guy who's buying out companies, and so he was buying out companies. So he was buying out the companies. He was buying and bribing politicians, and he was not repairing infrastructure. And he bought Bergman Steel and Bergman and Stauberg Steel. So he's buying all the major industries, and had a hand in making the city itself in the first place. So this guy is like the wealthy guy who owns everything, and Alex is the guy who owns the electrical company, which he didn't want to sell to Jeff, but I think he was forced out and lost his wealth. The workers at Simon and Emily at the hydroelectric dam. Bergman, which was bought out by Jeff Walter and was owned by Eric Kleiner and Zanderberg. And Zander went missing, and I think Eric is that man we found. It's Eric in the tunnel, the dead guy that we didn't eat because he had shat in his own sink. So now we have Xander who's missing and Eric who's dead, and they were both working at the electrical dam that Hartman used to own, which was then bought out by Jeff Walter. But I'm streaming.
Studio. No, studio. There it is. It's enlisted, make it public. Now you are. Oh.
Sorry for the little delay. So we have Jeff Walter and Bergman. So Eric might be dead, and he was forced to sell Bergman to Walter. Oh, Hartman wanted to work with him. I don't think Hartman knows that he is dead. Fascinating. So we have we'll just give a moment. So to recap a few things, I'm Callum, and I finished university with an engineering degree. It's a very pretty degree. It's got very nice font and nice colours, and it was signed by the doctor, and the signature is all squiggle lines. I was offered a job at Mesa doing hazardous cleanup, but I didn't really want to do it. But luckily I was offered another job at NCS, but it was an unpaid intern. But I'm sure I'll get a full position later on, and so I'll stop being an unpaid intern. Maybe I should have got the job at Mesa, but I don't want to deal with hazardous materials. It sounds nasty and dirty. But of course, I would have been paid money, and that would be nice. But anyway, but there was a guy called Mark, who was the field surveyor, and he was fired, or he quit, and I had to replace him. I wonder if that's why I got the position, even though I didn't have the experience for the position. Well, I wonder why he quit or left. But so now we're exploring around because I have to make a survey of the industry, because there were some scandals and some stolen money and some other nasty stuff, which I don't really think about. So there's the lumberyard, owned by Matt, and he's going bankrupt, and the workers are on strike because there's no money. And you have Tom, who's at the sawmill, who wants to buy the lumber. But Tom is waiting for money from his client. But his client isn't going to give any money because he's a scammer. He got scammed like a loser. He's a loser. And he deserved to be scammed. But just because this guy deserved to be scammed, it didn't mean that Matt deserved to go bankrupt because of Tom's stupidity. It's like the weak link in the chain, and this breaks and this breaks. And he can't send his logs anyway through the chute of the dam, the hydroelectric dam. The hydroelectric dam is owned by Alex Hartman, who we saw the initials AH in that creepy cave with the paintings. And it said water trees, but I'm not sure what water trees is. I'm going to put that in bold, because I have this new software which... I mean, this is my notebook. And you can't put text in bold in a notebook, so I will underline it instead. I have it with my pencil. This is my handwriting. I have very nice handwriting, don't I? This is all my notebook that I keep in my... Well, I'm not wearing... I have pockets because I'm wearing clothes and a hat. So Hartman was forced to sell to Jeff Walter. And Jeff Walter is the rich entrepreneur who helped build the city and is potentially a scumbag who is buying out all of the companies. He's buying Bergman and Stolberg Steel and the hydroelectric. He's buying them and he's bribing politicians, and then he's not preparing the infrastructure. So it kind of feels like Jeff Walter wants the city to get destroyed. Well, not destroyed, but maybe he's just driving down the house prices. I mean, he did help pay for the city. What if he helped pay for the city, but he doesn't get to own the city, but now he can drive down the house prices and buy the city, and now it's his... Maybe that's what's going on. And Hartman kind of thinks he knows what's going on, but he's a bit powerless anyway, because he's just not as rich as Jeff Walter. And there's Simon and Emily, who work at the electrics dam, which is owned by Hartman. There was Titan Security before the place got shut down. So maybe he's worried about sabotage or espionage. Soviet transition thing. And then you have Bergman, which is one of the companies that Jeff bought out. So Jeff bought it and then made it go bankrupt. It was owned by Kleiner and Zander. Zander went missing and he was inventing something. And Hartman says that Jeff kidnapped him because of what he was inventing. So Zander might be making something. And I think Eric is that man we found. I think it was Eric, the dead guy who shat in his own sink and then died because he's a filthy animal and probably deserved it. So he doesn't seem to have been murdered. Of course, he did have a blanket over his body. So, well, wait a minute. If there was a blanket over his body, it meant that someone found his body and then didn't report it. That's interesting. And the dead guy might not be Eric. Eric might be someone else. I just think it's Eric. And Hartman wants to work with Eric because Hartman doesn't know he's dead. Well, assuming Hartman is even alive, I don't even know if Hartman is alive. I don't know that anyone is alive. This one's alive though. Callum's alive. Well, Matt's probably alive. Well, they were mostly probably alive, apart from the ones who are dead, who is probably most of them. Anyway, Stolberg Steel had a union strike, which Jeff Walter probably instigated, so he could shut it down or buy it. Max, Keller. Huh? So we have Kleineman and Keller and Walter. Are you seeing a pattern here? I'm seeing a pattern. So the police officer, Max Keller, is investigating Walter's disappearance. Defty is the governor. Altmer is the mayor, who is supportive of Walter. And Hartman thinks Walter owns his ass. You're probably right, Alex. It says here that he's bribing politicians in my notebook, which means it's probably true. Then in the mines, there's Hans and Lucas, who want to go to the tunnel, but I don't know who they are. What do they want? Floodgates, Stanley Robin has been sabotaging and stealing the valves. I think he has mental deficiencies. I'm glad that I noted this stuff. Oh, and there was another guy at the Floodgates called Eric, who might be Kleineman. Eric Kleineman. It might be this Eric, but it might not be. That man we found. Working with Robin. Tired of dealing with Robin. And retiring. And then he dies in the fucking after putting his shit in the sink. And that's sort of my notes. In my notebook that I have written with my paws. I need to go pee-pee now. There's no towel in here. Oh, there's a towel. It's hanging over here. I found a towel. I mean, not that there's any towels. I'm in the industrial sector or deep underground. So there's no towels down here at all. There's also no apples here either. I wish there was an apple here. But there's no apples. I'm not sure whose idea it was to... Oh. How is the audio balancing? Of course, this is a nasty, noisy place. Oh. This light is very bright. It's so bright I can't even see any details in it. It just looks like a solid white shade. That's an interesting light. Notice lights. Yeah, I did notice the light. Isn't it really bright? I noticed the light. I did what you asked. I didn't want my camera. The camera stay in my pocket. Who just leaves this cable here? Isn't this good cable? Maybe I should take it with me. Is it lined with metal, or is it a water conduit, or is it a? Why is it so noisy? I got to turn off. I don't like the outline. It's less immersive. I turned them on for that little console, I remember, but I don't want them. If you didn't know, usually you're meant to have a highlight on things you can select, and they even glow. You know, like from a distance you'd see things glowing if you could. So I'm playing on hard mode. I'm sure that will make some of you happy, or at least one of you happy to know I'm playing on hard. I mean, there is no hard mode, but this is the hard mode. Anyway, so we escaped from more locked doors. Why is all the doors locked? And why does it look like there should be a valve here? I'm sure it's nothing. Oh. Why are you people writing so much? How am I supposed to stream while you're writing so many things? Lined with lead. A wireless keyboard. Well, it's time to get out of this nasty, dirty place. Because look how nasty it is. It's gonna... Oh. Hee hee, I got you. I got you. You don't escape me. I get you. Hee hee. Wait, can I go through here? Why is the doors always locked? And where's the vent? And I want to get out of this place. It's too nasty. And look, it's a fan. It doesn't go anywhere. It's just a solid wall after the fan. Who designed this place? Was it Hartman? I don't think Hartman knows how to engineer very well. Maybe that's why Jeff is by. Get the. At least I'm on the surface. And I'm... Well, that's... This place is horrible. I don't know what I should have taken the position of hazardous materials. I feel like dealing with radiation would be less dangerous than dealing with shitholes underground. Underground shitholes. And just everything. And the hole, I mean the holes in the walls are fine, they're not dangerous, but I feel sick. I feel sick and I want to go to stupid doors banging my nose. What is this? Robin! Robin, this was you! I knew it was! What is your mental deficiency, Robin? Why are you like this as a human? Why do I have to deal with any of you? I haven't even seen people and I'm sick and tired of dealing with people. I should have just stayed home and lived in the basement and ate the mildew on the wall and the moss in the gutter. What is this place? Why is the door bricked off? What's the point of bricking off a door when... Oh, I was not done in that area. I would like to go back there, please. I want... What? Oh. Personally, I would have put the loading screen going up the elevator, but that's fine. But what about through here? It's not... See, what's the point of bricking up a door if every door is locked anyway? It's like, just brick all of them up and don't even pretend you have doors. Why is it so noisy? And who puts... Well, can't I just break through the window? And I guess I shouldn't break the windows. I mean, I'm still Oh, daylight! Daylight! I'm in the day! And it's still daytime. It's the beautiful noises of birds. Now, hopefully this... Is that my car? Is that my car? That can't be my car. I had my car picked up by the company. Can I drive your car? Hello? Hello? I want... do I want anything? I mean, I'm just doing my job, and I don't like my job, but I'm doing it. What? I see some. Could you be more quiet, please? Oh, is this... This is the hydroelectric dam, I think. Am I still here? Is this still the dam? Blue pipe? Yes, it is. Thank you. I'm glad that you can inform me. If only I knew what color this pipe was. But there doesn't seem to be any indication. Can I read the... No? Is there something written on the back? Oh. Well, now I'm totally lost. However will I figure out what color this pipe is? Well, this door is locked, and there's stuff in there, though. Well, what do I even need to go in there? I'm just leaving, aren't I? Am I leaving? Well, I'm still surveying, I think. Look at these nice clouds. It's nice to see the sky again. Anyway, is it getting darker? It's getting a bit grey, isn't it? Is it? Maybe it'll rain. Look, a blue pipe. How does concrete get so nasty? Can't someone come and clean these things? And the cable? Where does the cable go? Oh, it goes into the ground. I guess if you're going to have a cable, you can put it in the ground as much as anywhere else. I'm still on that... Don't tell me I'm still in that feckin' hydroelectric dam. No, we don't know what color the red pipe is. We only know what color the blue pipe is. Which is blue. Wait, pump A3 and A4. Oh, shotgun shells. Oh, it's empty. Where's my shotgun? And more locked gates. Entrance? What do you mean entrance? It's a pipe. It's a pipe. It's not an entrance. Cigarettes? No, I don't. A key card. Pink card. I have a pink card. For the entrance. What's going on? Oh. A door that opens outwards for once. Isn't that lovely? I wonder what colour this pipe is. Elvo. A security camera. Hi. CCTV camera. Yes, it is. Incredible. Well, there seems to be a gap for a valve, and there was valves back here. This infrastructure all seems fairly maintained. Oh, I can get down there maybe. Through the road? What's that? Oh, it's a box. It's an empty box. Well, that's useful. I found an empty box. Isn't that just representative of my entire experience of working for this company? Get out of my face, you stupid plants! I'm trying to move around and do my job. Did you know I have Can I take one? I'd like to take one. Eric! Robin! Why did you glue these down, Robin? Why did you glue the vents on the floor, Robin? What's wrong with you? I need the vents. Why is Robin gluing them to the floor? And now I don't... But there's a... And it's glued to the floor. Maybe it's magnetized. Well, I suppose I have to go through the door. Click. And I stand back from the door. And I'm set. This looks nice. This looks quite pretty. Well, apart from that, I gotta phone my boss. But it's noisy. I'm gonna go out into the... Hi! I'm in the Bergman tunnels. And the ceiling caved in and it was quite nasty, actually. Yeah, of course. Why would I joke about that? And now I'm in the control area and I don't... What do I do? Why would I go further into the tub? Well, I can go home. You can send... I'm not Mark, I'm Callum. Mark was the other guy. Hello? Hello? I was saying that you could send me home. It's dangerous. And get so... Well, I guess if I want to stop being an intern, I have to do it myself. Did you hear that? I heard someone moving. I thought I heard... Oh, I hear the decay of concrete. I can hear concrete decaying around me. So I have to keep up with my studies. And I have to keep figuring out everything that's damaged. And if I do a good enough job, I'll get promoted. And I'll make some money. And I can buy an apartment and live there and not have to live in the rain when it rains and I get wet. And I can start paying off my student loans from the university. Blue and yellow. But it's a good thing that... It's a good thing that Robin couldn't get it. I guess Robin didn't have a pink card, otherwise he would have taken all these valves and glued them to the floor. A bigger desk. I need a bigger desk for purposes. I know exactly what purposes I need a bigger desk for. So I can fit more paperwork, because the more important I get, the more paperwork I have. Oh. What? I don't need to photograph this. I don't have to photograph the leaky pipe. The pipe. Where did this leak from? Do you hear that noise? What's that grinding noise? Why do I have to be in here? This whole place is falling apart. My nose! As if... my nose is gonna have blisters. And blisters! And there's a pipe! And it's... What even is this place? Oh, is this the... It's the power station of the electrical dam, I think. And... Huh. Oh. Yes, I see. Oh, look. Red pipe. Damn, if only we knew where the red pipe was. So, Oh, is this... I think this is the water cleaning. Look, chlorination. So, red pipe, blue pipe, A1, 2, 3, 4, pool 1, 2... Is these the... This is the pools. So pool 1 is off. Oh, look at that, it's empty. So that it's empty, and a boot, and a hole in the floor. Is there something down there? I don't seem to be something down there. Why do they have buttons? Fascinating and useful. I'm very competent. So it needs... But are we trying to turn on the blue pipe? We want fresh water, right? Well, why am I even touching this? It's... Should I be trying to fix this? Or just looking at it? Well, there's a valve for the red pipe. Maybe if I turn that, I can turn on the pool. I think I should try to reach the red pipe. If you complete the game, if I complete this game, I become a PhD. Officially, a doctorate of engineering. Well, I don't want to go down, I want to go up. I want to find the red vent. Wait, this is a red vent. No, it's bolted. Oh. Good, more things. Something is beeping. It's the other boot. But there's two of them, which means one of these is different to the one over there. And this light is red, and this light is green, and this light is... Oh, are these numbered? Oh. Let me in. How am I supposed to... So, these must be these things. Whatever these are. This must be 1 and 2. No. A3 and 4. And these must be A1 and 2. But do I turn them on? Or do I turn the other ones off? Don't use the elevator? Maybe you should have written that on the bottom side of the elevator. Huh? The basement and second floor are in smaller scale. Beer. Good, I'm glad there's beer. You are here. And the control room. So I'm here. So these are the pumps. Oh, A1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, look at that. So it is. It's A1 and A2 are these ones. And they're turned off. And these are the pumps. And this is the pool room where I can have a dip in the pool. I'm not sure why I'd want to do that. And past the pool room is chlorination. Must be in there, but it's locked. So the chlorine is past the pool room, and storage is... where did I come from? Oh, I'm in the main room. That's the exit. So... So this is the generator. Oh. I found one that Robin didn't find. Do these go to somewhere? Well, they go that way and this goes down. Such a busy place. Very busy place. It's beeping. And it seems to be turned off. Professional fuel filter for diesel fuel. You have to filter fuel? Why would you filter fuel? You just use it. And... oh. Hi! I might just stay out here for a bit. So the question is, do I even try to fix the pumps? Or do I just photograph them? It's much nicer out here. It's much quieter as well. Is that damage? Well, I guess it's outside of my... Alarm. Keycard cannot be used if alarm is on. Well, hopefully the alarm doesn't go off. Where am I? Where's this? Oh, this is the pump room, I think. Oh, we're in the pump room. Why? Couldn't this just be a single straight corridor with the exits marked as exit at the end? Danger, keep out. Electrical hazard. I don't like this. It should be a red valve for the red pipe. Maybe it's Robin rearranging the pipes. Well, where's this now? I want to look at the map. I want to see the map. So, through the pump room. And up the stairs. So we went to the pump room, up the stairs, and now we're on the second floor. Aha! So that's the control room. And further up is the laboratory. Okay. I see where we are. I wonder who painted these orange and these yellow. It's a very colourful place. It didn't say what that room was though. Can I... no! Stupid door! Stupid! Matt. Oh. What if I just have a few... I guess I should stay to work and stay with my work. The Legend of Castle Rock. Huh. I know the name Castle Rock. What's Castle Rock from? Isn't it from something? Encyclopedia. Engineering. Bridges. Plan? Is that a book called Plan? What an odd name for a book. Oh. Can I put it off? No. I should not. Can it turn off? Maybe the control room can turn it off. No! It's the same room. What? I want to shut up. Shut up. Maybe the computer can turn it off. Alarm. It says alarm. I want to turn off the alarm. It says alarm. I want to turn it off. Open the. Oh, fine. I want to. I gotta turn the valves off. I want to. Quickly, I need to get out of this horrible place. Come on. And this one. I wanted to stop. And because I'm a smart mouse, I remember there was a valve. There's a valve somewhere, and it's here. And I will take this to the other one that needs one, because I think I'm going to need this. I'm going to need it on this side to turn on the. I have to. Well, at least it's not ringing in my ears out. I thought that was another alarm, and it's just a bird. Why can't I climb? I think I'm too panicked to climb properly. Well, hopefully the alarm will turn off at some point. A stupid alarm. Why would they put a nice little button? A little button that turns off. Oh, I was right though. I was right. I summoned the horde. But I think I did. I think that helped. It didn't turn off the alarm though. No, I didn't. I was hopeful for a moment that the alarm turned off. What's in here? Chlorine tank. And a chlorine tank. Well, that's not useful. I want to turn off the alarm. Who vandalized? Well, that's not acceptable. I mean, it's. You could say I'm vandalizing, but I'm being paid to vandalize. And it's not vandalizing if I'm being paid to do it. Oh. I go underneath. Why is there more alarms now than there were? It's like 4 alarms at once. Can I just leave? This is horrible. Maybe I'll just live in the woods. I can live in the woods, and I'll eat the beetles and the moss. Who? What? wooden bars on a wire fence. Oh, that looks fancy. I don't know why I put the alarm. It was there. And that was all the thought that went into it. And then I pulled it. And do I have to turn the other valve? I should check if... No, I shouldn't pull valves randomly that I haven't checked. I gotta go to the control room. Yes, I go to the control room. And I turn the valve. No, I turn on the system. In here. Oh, it's noisy. Can I turn it? I hit it. Did I close the blue pipe? What do you mean it's red now? It was red before. Did I close it? I closed it instead of opening it. Well, what's... What a beautiful place to be. What a beautiful place. Oh, I found some batteries. That's very useful. My day is exquisite, and my joy is overwrought with joy as of how happy I am to be in this situation with these lovely people that there's not anyone because I'm on my own. How deep does it go? If I knew that I could just take the stairs, I would have not taken the elevator. Help, I want to... Hello? I shouldn't be calling for help. I don't really want help. I'm gonna get in trouble for the alarm. Anyway, if there was anyone here to help me, they would have heard the alarm by now. And no one's coming. So I just have to do something. What's down here? Have I been here? What? Why does this exist? Why does this exist? You can't do anything with this. There's nothing here. Is this so you can look up the skirts of employees? Is that what? Am I even meant to be turning things on or turning them off? Go in the pipe? I can't get in the pipe. It's on another level. Somewhere. Out this way. I can't get to the other pipe. It's a glass window. I don't know how to get there. It looks like there's a door behind here, but this is locked. Going, I think, on and alarm off, but what would be insane? Going in the pipe? So is this off or on? And do I turn the other one? So I turned the blue one, but now it says it's off instead of on. No, I don't think the alarm is anything to do with... I don't think I can stop the alarm with the pipes I think the alarm is just something I have to deal with now. I don't think I can turn it off. I just have to figure it out and have my ears hurt. Oh, what a horrible noise. At least I opened these doors before the alarm rang. So I look, they're on now. They're on! And the pool one. Which is this button, which won't work because I gotta tie the valve over here, which is on the next floor up. And these horrible screechings. And what do you mean I can't turn it? But how do I haven't been in here. Shut up. Marco? What do you mean, Marco? What do you mean, Marco? My friends at the lab finally gave me the results of your sample. The large amounts of metal in the water go past the limits for drinking tenfold. Bacteria is also... I guess it has something to do with the new mine. Don't tell anyone or we'll lose. They're putting it in the water. And it's not even going to make you forget. It's just going to give you cancer. So that's lovely. So the drinking water is contaminated. And I can't take photos because I'm out of batteries. Well, I got more batteries. Why does that have a hole in it? I'd say I want to go home and take a bath, but apparently I'd be bathing in bacteria and radiation. So I don't think I'll... Oh. Let's see. Metro workers protest. Walter Square metro accident. An anniversary for an accident on the metro. Today marks the anniversary of the infamous accident. Justice for the Metro Victims Group, a memorial service at the railway station at 12 p.m. At the same time, the metro workers had relatives in the accident. The metro accident happened on the 8th of August, when one metro train was routed to an old and unused portion of the metro network near Walter Square. The vibrations collapsed the tunnel on top of the train, and 86 passengers went missing. What do you mean missing? What do you mean missing? That it's a collapsed tunnel. You can find them. What do you mean missing? 86 passengers went missing, presumed dead. The bodies were never dug up, as authorities claimed that it would have been dangerous to dig... Oh. The victims' relatives believes not all has been revealed. And the metro is strange. Well, that's nice. And the protest. Public Transport Union have the protest today at 2 p.m. The protests. The walkout is the latest event in the public transport workers' fight for better welfare. The main reason for the protests is the condition of the metro tunnels. So the employees are worried about the metro. When the infrastructure is so bad that your employees aren't even protesting because they want more money, just Because they're so unhappy with the work conditions that you have to really be screwing up to do that. The tunnels are in such bad shape they could collapse. A spokesperson, Lars Hanwell, died from injuries. I'm gonna make some notes. So Lars Hindell. These noises are really horrible. So Lars Hindell died repairing the tunnel collapse. There is a anniversary of 86 missing passengers, 1986, the 8th. So 8th of August 1986. 86 passengers went missing from a metro tunnel collapse, and there's a workers' strike about the condition of the tunnels. Has been in turmoil lately. Accusations of poor funds, not taking action. Claim that the leaders are taking money from the Stauberg Transit Company for personal use. We thought the negotiations were going well, but we were wrong, says Carl Lindemann. Well, I'm going to take a photo, even though this is a public record which you could get from the news station, and I have a vent. I will put the vent here, where I found it, because why not? This is hurting my ears. I don't like it. Actually, I hate it. And I'd really like it to shut up. Can I please turn it off? There's a button right there that says alarm. And it doesn't... low pH. Low pH? Well, I don't know how to fix the... I really hate this alarm. It's actually hurting my ears. Can I restart the stream and not pull the fire alarm? Please? Wait, what do you mean? How long has the text been on the screen? It hasn't been on the screen the entire stream, right? Also, if something really wrong happens like that, just spam exclamation mark. Like, just exclamation mark, and get my attention, right? Because it's gonna... Yeah. Nah. What are horrible noises. Oh good, I turned on the lights. Now I will turn off the lights. And now I will turn on the light. And now I will turn off the Whoops, I can't do that. I can't turn off. Oh. Does this have a button to turn off the fire alarm? No, just some batteries and beers. Well, one of those things are useful. So, what do I do? Oh, this orange pipe. Oh, I thought you meant the one outside. This one doesn't work either. This is meant to be to the laboratory, but it doesn't... Well, I guess if your laboratory has figured out that there's lead in the water, and you've already decided you don't like that, why would you keep the laboratory running? Just shut them down. I gotta look at the map. I gotta figure out what we're doing, and I gotta... Time to shut it off. How do I shut it off? I would like to know. Maybe I turn these things... No, I don't turn them off. So, the pool 1 and the chlorium. And honestly, why am I even fixing this stuff? This isn't my job, I just have to report and photograph. I can just leave if I want. I'd like to see the security camera footage of just this little rat just running around, breaking things and hitting his nose. The other vent. I will put this vent with the first vent. That way, I can feel like I've accomplished something. Huh? Hooray! What's in the bucket? Good, there's no shit in the bucket. I was half expecting there would be. So, low pH, and the pool is turned off. Would you allow me to turn off the audio? Because it's really horrible. And it's hurting my ears. Can I remove the audio? Thank you. So what's going on? So back where you were. What room? So there's the pump room. No, there's the pool room, and the pump room, and the control room. Well, in here, in the control room. I don't think there's anything in here. Near the cupboard. There's a microwave, and a box, and a clock. What? This is a decorative. I can't interact with the fuse box. The computer room, near the cupboard. What am I looking for? You haven't told me what I'm looking for. Above the microwave. It's decorative. I don't think I can touch that. See how it's really low quality? Well, I mean, it looks great. Everything here looks really great, but it's got no details. I don't think this is. I think it's decorative. Unused plans. I think the fire alarm is just something you have to live with. And honestly, good on whoever made this game. Fucking asshole. And I hate you. And it takes a lot of guts to do something that's, you know, people are really going to hate you for. So good on you for that. I can't get in here. And this has an orange valve, which goes to somewhere. And it says low pH. So what is this room with the chromium? The not the chromium, the chlorination. I think I have to get in the chlorination. But the chlorination door is, so the pools are there, which means the chlorination room is just beyond this wall, but the door is locked. There's these blue pipes, which is the chlorine. And this is the other door to the chlorination, which is also locked. Is this a problem at the source? Is this red X a problem at the source of the chlorine? Which is that little shack. You know, this shack. Do I have to get inside there? But the door is locked. I can't get in the chlorine room. The door is locked. Maybe I can find the beer. Can I find the beer? No, it's all locked. So everything down here is locked. Everything on the laboratory floor is locked. I could go and check the chlorine room again, but I don't think I can get in there. Can I climb up? I don't know how I get down into this part. Is that the door through the water pump? No, it's a separate building. Well, I can't get in. This is the chlorine room, which is locked, and there's no holes. Well, that looks nasty. I caught it. I caught it. So that must be the chlorine tank, and they want to send the chlorine to the building. The cement shack. This is the chlorine. This is the chlorine tank. This big thing here. See, if you look through it says chlorine tank. And if you look on the document inside of the, you know, on the computer screen, I think it's important, because you look at see, the chlorine tank, that's where we just were, and it's got the blue pipe that goes to the chlorination room, which feeds into the pool room. And if you look on the computer panel, you can see that there's a red X. There's these two green ones, which I've unlocked. And I think the two green ones is this machine and this machine. So these are both activated, but they're not turning on because the source, the chlorine tank, the source of it, the chlorine tank, is disabled. And I think that's part of the issue. It's like I can turn off. I can turn off these, and I can turn them on, but I can't turn this. It also says low pH, which I don't know how to fix that. Well, if it's disabled because of the thing is, it was disabled before the alarm went off as well. It was always disabled and the doors were always locked. And I'm not sure why. Do I have to turn everything off? Like, what if I have to turn everything off instead of turn everything on? Should I try do that? After all, if things aren't working, then you got to turn them off, right? But I don't think it lets you. Oh, I don't think it lets you turn them back off again. No, I can't. No, you can't turn these off. I think I can turn on the... I think I can turn these two off. The big pipes outside. These ones. But I'm not sure that's going to accomplish anything. Should I bother trying or not really? I don't think it's... I don't think it's the problem that things are being turned off. I think we want them turned on. The thing is, what is this? Well, I'll try turning the things on again, that which we can, and open this, whatever this is. But we still don't know how to turn on the first pump room. We have the red valve, which goes here, and the orange valve, which goes here, but these don't lead anywhere. This is locked. We can go further down to their floor, and there's a generator, but I don't think I can turn this on. And there's nothing on this side. Oh. Well, I already have a pink card. But now I have 2 pink cards. Who's leaving their pink cards? I don't know. I think if I can get this way, I can get to that other building. But that's locked too. And these buttons don't do anything. Pull 3, pull 4, pull 2, and pull 1. And it doesn't do anything. And I can't turn the valves, and I can't open the doors. And I don't see anything inside. So why won't this button work? I don't think I can do anything with the generator. Downstairs is just a dead end. So we've ruled out downstairs. And we have ruled out the top floor as having anything. There doesn't seem to be anything here I can that can help me. I know I gotta fill the pool, but I can't fill it with my pee-pee. That doesn't count. But so how do I fill the pool? This is just a balcony. None of these can be... None of these seem to do anything. This is just a toilet. What a strange artwork. This lets me turn on and off certain things, but not other things. What if I do have to turn everything off? What if it's not turning on? What if we got to turn things off? In the toilet. Oh, it's a nicely cleaned toilet for once. Actually lets you flush it. By the way, Bess, you are not allowed to look it up. That is forbidden. I can feel you doing it. I know you're doing it. Stop looking it up. As if you would. Oh yeah. Well, why don't you tell me about that calendar in the last stream with that you just told me? So there doesn't seem to be anything on this floor I can use. That valve doesn't turn. These don't do anything. Which means it has to be something on the ground floor. But this doesn't open. This doesn't open. I don't know. I don't know. Back to the blue valve you put yourself in. What do you mean valve I put myself in? Do you mean the yellow valve? Do you mean this one? That says entrance? Is that the one you mean? Because I have no idea how to get into here. I haven't found the door to get in. I think this door leads to the door at the end of the pool room, but that's locked. And I think... Oh, actually, yeah, definitely. That door there leads to the chlorine room, and that door leads to the pool room, but both of those are locked. To the blue valve. You mean this one? What am I going to do with this? I could just try turning things off again. I mean, we've tried everything else by this point. I'm not sure what it's going to fix, but we can try putting everything turned off. I do have a meta gameplay reason to think that might be the cause, because initially the blue pipe had a missing pipe, but it was on, which meant that you would have had to find the pipe even though you didn't have to turn it on because it was already off. But if you have to have them turned off, then you have a reason to need to find the pipe. Of course, there's no way that Callum would know that, because he wouldn't expect that these things would be the case. So now that those two are off, now at the control room, we'll turn the other two off at the source, and we'll see if something happens. And we'll turn off this, and we'll close this, and we close these. I have to use the toilet. going to bring some audio back, partly. So, maybe now things are turned off. It'll let me in. Because that makes sense, right? The doors that unlock when they're locked. I mean, when you turn things off and things unlock. Yes, yes. No. Well, can I turn on this button now? No. Can I open this door now? No. Well, I don't really know what to do anymore. I turned off everything I could turn off. I turned on everything I could turn on. What's beeping? Is it this thing? Maybe whatever's beeping is an indicator. Because something is beeping over there. Is it this, or is it something somewhere else? Maybe there's something outside the building I have to find? Something over this way. Something... what if I very carefully climb out onto this pipe? And I'm not that clumsy, you know. I can manage to stay on a narrow pipe. Well, that didn't help anything. I'm not dead. I survived. I'm okay. Now I can try climbing down this pipe, but I don't think I should. I don't think I should do that. I mean, there's nothing over this way, and there's nothing back down here. This was all locked. There's the valves that's Robin glued to the floor. This door is locked. And the elevator was broken. I don't think anything here is relevant. Can I get over the fence? Was someone sleeping? It's the least strange thing that... It's the least strange thing that someone was sleeping here by this point. Of course someone's been sleeping here. Why wouldn't they be? And this won't open. And I haven't seen any keys. Maybe I have to find keys. I mean, if there's a set of keys somewhere, I can get into this part of the building. Or anything. just something. Hmm. Well, my boss just said I have to go deeper into the tunnels. He didn't say I had to fix them. And yet the door deeper into the tunnels was also locked. What? Why can I turn these? But I tried to turn these off before, and it... Can I turn all of them off? Oh, what? I think I couldn't turn them off before because they were actively having water pumped. This might be it. It's something new. It's something new, if nothing else. Look at these X's. Things are getting worse. It's wonderful. Things are getting worse. I guess things getting worse are better than things staying the same. Now maybe if I can turn off the pool, then the city won't have any water. But it's pretty bad water anyway, so maybe that's not a problem. Do I turn this off now? Do I press the button? Do I do the valve? Or open the door? Or open this door? Or this button? Water. What do you mean water? This is chlorine. This is chlorine in the... Is this spot for anything? Is there anything down here? Is this spot just decorative? Or there's something... I can't see anything. So these pipes are all turned off now. I'm starting to wonder if I've screwed myself with the alarm, but... surely that wouldn't be... Maybe it's because you turned off the blue main one outside. But I had to turn off the blue one. Over here, I had to turn this one off in order to turn these pumps off. Otherwise I couldn't turn them off. Well, I've turned it off. It's all turned off now. And does it mean something that it's beeping? I mean, it's this thing beeping, but I can't do anything with it. Does Markovas have any ideas? Well, where does this blue pipe go? It goes to here. Well, I can't use a vent to shut off this blue pipe because it doesn't go to anywhere. There's two valves, but I don't know if they're for anything. I could try turning things back on again, but I don't know what good that's going to be. Is it still so loud even on 10%? Where's that map? I want to see the map. The big one. So it's in the control room, that's where the computer is. It's even got the bathroom. The laboratory is locked, you can't get in there. Storage is where we came through with the elevator. We've been to the pump room, this main room. That orange there is the giant orange pipe right there. That's that thing. Which means this side room here is this thing here with the pipe that says entrance. It also does mean that the door at the end there goes to the chlorine room. Deal with the alarm. I don't know how to deal with the alarm, as I haven't seen any way of turning it off. There's a button on the computer in the control room, but the button doesn't do anything. So that's the side room. It goes to the chlorine room. There's the generator room over that way. But I don't think I can turn on the generator. Of course the generator is beeping, but I don't think I can do anything with it. See, nothing highlights. I don't think I can do anything with the generator. So I could just put the pipes back on again, but I don't think that's going to get us anywhere new. I don't exactly know what else to try. Kind of out of... Yeah, I turned the glow on because what else? I gotta know what's going on. Yes, keep typing exclamation marks. Best, the exclamation marks are for stream issues, not for information in the game. It's for emergency stream issues. Go back where? In here or in the control room? Look, you can't just say look down because I move around. You have to tell me where. At my feet where? I move around in different areas. Stop giving directional instructions that are relative to a specific moment. You have to give instructions relative to what you see in the environment. Like you can say the valve by the pump by the windows, or the pump by the control panel in the pump room. You can't say go there. Yes, I keep moving, that's what I'm telling you. I'm moving around, which is why you can't give relative instructions, because there's a delay of like 10 seconds when you speak and when the message arrives, and another 10 seconds when I read it. So where is this valve that I have to find? And if you mean the two valves I put over here somewhere, these two, then yes, I know I put these here. And I don't have anything to put them in. I don't have a function for them. If you can see somewhere I can stick these into. But I don't see any valve holes. So where do you mean best? Or those were the ones that you meant? An electrical cord. I don't exactly have any ideas, by the way. I've tried everything that I can think of. I've explored fully. I'm starting to wonder if the alarm has soft-locked me. Of course, it seems quite a big bug to go unnoticed. So what do? Do I look it up? Or I could try restarting the level before the alarm went, in case that did screw something up, although I don't know what. The only thing with the alarm is all of these keycards have a note that says keycards cannot be used if alarm is on. Which means, sure, these can screw you by not opening, but I have already opened all of them, and I haven't found any keycard readers that are closed. And yet, what if somewhere along the way a mistake was made, and this gate also was given that do not open if the alarm is on, even though there's no keycard? What do I know? I don't even know what to call this section of the game. Wonder where I am. Oh, so I'm at the spot. So he's photographing the broken walls. He gets the pink card. Gets the batteries. What? Really? I don't see anything. What? What? Alright. Look, you can see how I didn't see it. Look how much it washes it out white. See how much it just glows and you can't even see what's there? Yeah. I don't think this game was tested with the selection stuff turned off. So what does it say? I'm in the tunnels. There's something wrong with the pipes. Don't turn on the pumps. The water is polluted. Marketo accidentally dropped another tunnel key into the pool. I couldn't find them, but I'd take them once the pool is drained. It's on the eye. And the key. And the key for the chlorine station. Which is still locked. Huh. And this is also locked. Oh, we're in the pipe room now. And here's the secret door to the other room. Ah. It's pretty nasty down here though. Ugh. So what does it mean, entrance? You can't enter into a pipe. You need a valve. Why do you need a green valve? I already have too many valves. They're just all dumped upstairs, the blue valves. Well, I guess I'll get the valve for this room. Which I left the valves on the upper floor. But there's another valve there. Well, that's convenient. Oh. And well, that makes sense. You have to have the green valve. You can't have the blue valve. You have to have the green valve. This definitely is not contrived. Your valve is the wrong color. Haha. Wait, but can I just climb over? Yeah, I can climb over. These placements are really questionable. It wasn't a nice spot. I was climbing up there to try and climb over. Mostly to be silly because of the Callum attitude, but there was no way I'd do this normally. Meanwhile, it's there. And even if it's there, you can hardly see it because... Okay. And now we have the valve. Valves in this place are as common as my patience is. What? But this is the exit. I don't think we want to exit yet, do we? We want to fix the place. Of course, do I even care by this point about fixing this stupid place? I'd like to leave, especially with this horrible alarm playing. I think this exits the area, and I don't think we've fixed the valves yet. But we still don't have a way into the chlorine room. Because all we have is the key. What? But I think I... What? So the water is empty now. And what did that accomplish? It didn't unlock the door. But now now more of the lights are red. Well, I'll turn off the blue thing and then everything will be red. And that's an improvement, right? Everything is off and broken. Let's see if the alarm button will work this time. No, it doesn't work. So everything is off now. This is an achievement. And a good thing. And now I can open the door because everything is off. And And now I can turn the valve that I can't turn. Marco, you're right, it's getting worse. The bricks in the tunnel are cracked. The email is sent. I found a guy named Lucas in the tunnel entrance trying to find a way in. He found a way in anyway. I really hope he came to his senses and turned back. Did you read the news about the open sewer? That place is a mess. I'm glad I don't live there. Well, I think anyone who lives in a place called open sewer gets what they deserve if it's a mess. Oh, the homeless people. So homeless people went to the sewer and were never found. Well, that's kind of their problem. They shouldn't go to the sewer even if they are homeless. I can't turn the alarm off, Bess. Show me. Point to what I do to turn off the alarm. You think I haven't been looking as we've been going around for how to turn off the alarm? You think I wouldn't like to turn off the alarm? There's not an option to turn it off. If there's a way to turn off this horrible alarm, I allow you to do that, but don't tell me how to fix the puzzle. And if the solution to turning off the alarm is also the solution to the wider puzzle, then I don't want to know that either. But you can definitely tell me how to turn off this horrible alarm. So how do I turn it off? How do I turn it off? Tell me! Before I bash my brains. What do you mean look it up? Tell me. I'm not looking it up. I'm doing something right now. I'm busy. Plus, if I look it up, I'm going to get the answers to everything. Be sensible. So I turned everything off. Can I now get into the... No, I do not have a green access card. Can I now get into the chlorine station? What? Oh, did I just... Don't tell me I'm... Okay, I'm not stuck. Can I get into the chlorine station now? It is in the locker room. What locker room? What locker room? There's no locker room. I found one card in here, but that was purple. I don't know of any other locker room. What locker room? I haven't seen a locker room. In the office building? Do you mean the control room in here? In here? You in here somewhere? This is the only office that I know of. Ah, fuck you. Yeah, I think you're looking at the wrong alarm. So I still can't get into the things. I've turned everything off. But the door still won't open. Which means I can't turn on this. And I still haven't managed to turn on pool 1. And now these don't work. Oh, I guess I could try turning the pumps back on again. But what would that solve? I mean, maybe I can get the water to go into the first pool? Although that makes no sense. I couldn't get the water to go in there before. And just because I found the key, that didn't change anything. All that did is got me into the room where I can exit. That doesn't fix this. And that room didn't even have anything. It just had a note about homeless people living in sewers and getting sick. Like, who'd imagine, right? So I can get into here now, but I still can't get to the chlorine room. And the other doors are all still locked. Well, I guess I just want to know if you turn these stupid things on or if you turn them off. I don't want to spoil myself how you turn them on or off. I just want to know, do you turn them on or off? I think I might just leave this area and let it fester into its own decay. 'Cause I don't know. Apparently there's a note here which just looks like it's a note that's a part of these, there's notes here and here as well, but they're not important, right? But no, this one's important. It says, first close the pipes, then the pumps. And don't forget to open the flushing pipe. Okay, well, I figured that out on my own by pure trial and error already. Is that a key? There's a key down there. Well, I mean, we found the magic key. The little tiny magic key. It's a super key. It's a miniature key that you never want to see. And that'll probably let us into this section. No, it doesn't. So where does that key let us go? What an interesting question. What does the key take us to? Does it even take us to anywhere? Did I even pick up a key, or I imagined it? And there was no key, and it's a figment of my fantasy. Because, I mean, I got the key, right? And yet I still can't get to the chlorine room. Wait, if that was the key for the chlorine room... and I can't turn those on, because of course I can't. If this isn't the key for here, I'm moving on, because... Oh, the broken elevator. Why would the control be in here by the broken elevator? You mean this broken elevator? There's no controls in here. Well, we got into the chlorine tank, so now we can turn this stupid thing on. And that helps do something, I suppose. Apparently, magically. So now the chlorine is back on. That's very useful. And with the chlorine on, it means I can go and get in the swimming pool. I mean, the doors still won't open because, you know, it's a locked door. It's not opened by a valve. But it does mean that this is turned on. So let's try turning on these. Magical! And everything else. Do I turn on the pumps now and then turn on the... like... turn on the pumps? The pumps through here. So to try turning on... No, I can't turn on the pumps. So I can't turn the valves outside on. I can't turn the pumps in here on. But I did turn on the chlorine. And that's gonna do something. So apparently, somehow. I think we're fixing the water station or something. I don't really know anymore. The alarm control sheet. I don't know if you're even in the right level. In the corner to the left within the first floor hall. What are you talking about? In here? Where are you talking about? What broken elevator? It does mention an elevator down the stairs. But I can't access anything down here. I can't access the elevator. Oh, of course I can access it now. I got the key. Of course, how would I ever know that I got the key specifically to that? Because... And... it's like this has so many locked doors. I even stopped trying to open doors by this point because it's probably locked. Oh, that's lovely. Yeah, so where's the control? The control panel is down here, right? For the... Best, you can't just say try to something that I haven't understood. I'm not telling you I don't want to try. I'm telling you, where are you talking about? I'm saying, what elevator? Not, I don't feel like it. There's no elevator. Well, this one's still locked, so of course I'm going to know to check if this one is locked, but obviously this one is still locked. And I don't see any elevator, and I don't see any control panel for the alarm. Why is it glowing green? What is glowing green? Why does that light seem to be coming from both directions? What is this light being cast by? Is it on the floor underneath me? Oh look, it's the alarm control. So what is this even for? It doesn't... Is there nothing here? And where is this shadow being cast from? Because it's on this wall, which implies it's on that side, but it's on that wall, which implies it's from that side. So it... Whatever. So I got into here now, which didn't do anything useful. But I think I can turn the pumps back on. And then turn the big pipes back on. No, I can't turn the pumps back on. Of course I can't. And maybe I can turn on the big pipes. Can I turn this on? I can't turn these on either. So I can't use any of the valves anymore. I still can't get into the chlorine room. I got into the basement, which doesn't lead to anywhere because it's broken. These don't do anything. I can't do anything on the larger on the systems control panel. The chlorine is back activated, but the button that says alarm still doesn't do anything. That's very fun. These I can't turn on. These I can't turn on. The pools are filled up, but these aren't on. Of course, am I even meant to be putting these things on? I don't know anymore. But if I was meant to be putting these things on, then you'd think... I mean, do I close this again? And now I can turn them on? Just I have to go such a long way just to... I don't know. They just don't do anything. I don't know why I can't turn them on. I filled them back up. They were drained. I'm not sure how I'm filling them up if the pumps aren't working, but you know, I couldn't let that go. So it says first close the pipes, then the pumps. And don't forget to open the flushing pipe. But that was to empty these. So the flushing pipe is how we emptied them. That's the turquoise one that goes over here. But now that I've flushed them and restored the chlorine, don't I want to turn them back on again? And yet I can't... Turquoise line on the... But I've turned on the turquoise line and I've turned on the chlorine, which was the thing that was broken. So now I need to put on the pumps and then the pipes. But I can't turn on the pumps or the pipes. The ones outside, I've tried the ones outside as well. They also don't do anything. I've tried both. There's still this generator here which has done nothing, but it's been beeping, but I don't think I can do anything with it. So yeah, I can't do anything here either. I also can't activate the blue one. But I can try the blue one, of course. So I can't use these external ones, and I can't turn on the pipes, and I can't turn on the pumps. And the basement didn't give me anything, and I can't get into the chlorine rooms. And I have to walk such a long way to get anywhere. Hiking all across, backwards and forwards. And I can't turn the pipes on with the button. I can turn off the chlorine again and turn on the flushing valve, but I don't know what use that. Maybe the pools have to be empty and then I turn the pipes back on. But by this point, with all these little dumb hidden keys, I'm even questioning if it's anything I actually have to do or just some specific spot that I have to look. So maybe if I empty them again, I can turn on the pipes. But surely you're meant to fill these up again. After all, what was the point of turning on the chlorine if not to start up the city's water supply again? Of course, the water supply is screwed because you're not getting the metal out with some little chlorine. So I've emptied the pumps, I've emptied the pools, and I still can't turn these on. And I still can't turn these on. Why would you have some of the pipes on a electrical button and some of them on a valve? And I doubt I can turn these on suddenly. Oh, these still won't turn on. So what do? I don't think there's anything left to try exactly. Well, I'm sure there is. There's obviously a solution, but I don't know what it is. I'm out of suggestions. And probably gonna just move on, because I don't know. I have no further ideas of anything to try. Nope. I don't see what good... Yeah, move on. We found the exit. The exit is we just go down there. That's the exit. This is bonus. This is figuring out the puzzle. This is fixing the city's water supply so they can drink their net water. But I don't exactly have any further ideas and nothing's really working out. Yeah, this is a bit stupid. And the alarm is horrible. Alright, well. Well, off I go. Let's be on our way then. Huh?